Hi everyone, in this video we're continuing on with key area 2, hormonal control of reproduction, by looking at the hormone roles in the production of the sperm cells. So if you haven't already done so, recommend watching the video on puberty first. So we previously looked at the role of the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland in the production of the required sex hormones. So we've got FSH from the pituitary gland, which stimulates the seminiferous tubules to promote sperm production, and we also have the LH, which we'll refer to as ICSH exclusively in this video, as we're dealing specifically with the male reproductive system. So IC standing for interstitial cells, which it stimulates to release testosterone. So alongside FSH, testosterone also acts upon the seminiferous tubules to mature and develop the sperm cells. So FSH and testosterone both required for sperm production, and ICSH required for the testosterone. So in addition to its role in sperm production, testosterone is also required for the release and production of the fluids coming from those accessory glands, the prostate gland and the seminal vesicles. So as the sperm are maturing within the seminiferous tubules, these glands are also preparing their secretions so that as the sperm cell matures, travels along the sperm duct, these fluids will be ready to mix with the cells to aid it on the rest of its journey. So because testosterone is a really important hormone, we have to have a way of tightly regulating its levels. So as testosterone builds up and reaches a critical concentration, this will send negative feedback towards the hypothalamus, i.e. telling it to shut down production. So no releasing hormone, nothing to stimulate the pituitary gland, so no release of FSH or ICSH. So the testes are never getting that signal to release the testosterone. That allows the concentration of testosterone to drop within the bloodstream. When it drops back down, the inhibitory effect is lost and the whole pathway kicks back in again. So the hypothalamus with its releaser hormone, stimulating the pituitary gland to make the FSH and the ICSH. That means the testes start up testosterone production and concentrations rise again. This is a continuous negative feedback cycle, ensuring that testosterone remains at a nice, steady, consistent rate within the bloodstream. So, past paper question time. Pause the video and describe two functions of testosterone. Okay, let's take a look at the marking scheme, see how to pick up these two marks. So the two main functions, and there's different ways that you could phrase this, so any two from the three above. One, it stimulates or promotes sperm or gamete production. You're also allowed to accept it triggers the development of the secondary sexual characteristics. But here we're looking at the primary, which is the gamete production. Or it activates, triggers the prostate gland, the seminal vesicles to produce their secretions. Or it inhibits, stops the production of FSH, ICSH, the pituitary gland. So it's looking at the sperm production, the stimulation of the accessory glands, and then a little bit about the pituitary secretions. So any two of those three options. If you do mention the secondary sexual characteristics, some specific examples such as the growth of facial hair or the deepening of the voice, that was also an alternative answer. But what you couldn't refer to is do not accept it triggers puberty. It doesn't, remember that's the hypothalamus. Do not accept negative feedback of the pituitary on its own. It has to be about the of the hormones. and do not accept LH in place of ICSH. But if you do use it more than once, you won't be penalised multiple times. So if the questions are about the male reproductive system, do refer to it as ICSH, the interstitial stimulating hormone. Again, hope this has helped everyone, so please do let me know if you have any questions or if anything is still unclear.